What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I hope you are all doing well and amazing and epic and all the other good jazz. I have been fighting with my PlayStation 3 for days. Oh, I don't own a DualShock 3 controller, unfortunately. That broke a long time ago, and the quality of replacements at the time is pretty iffy. And like actual DualShock 3s were like $100 in good condition, like not ones that are just like completely totally shot. So I didn't get a replacement one. I just got a generic PlayStation 3 controller, popped it in, everything there. The original plan was to play some Ratchet and Clank, and that didn't happen because as soon as the PlayStation 3 would start up the game, it would crash. It would hang. Like give you the PlayStation 2 screen and just hang there. I'm like, okay. And I have a backwards compatible unit. So then I had to get past that, got that problem solved, and then all of a sudden it was getting to the main game. It worked fine to play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games again. I'm like, outstanding. We're rocking. And it's not recognizing my controller at all. So it's like, oh, come on. So I can't get the PlayStation to recognize either a plugged-in DualShock 4 controller or my generic PlayStation 3 controller. Now, it will pick up on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 1 games, just not PlayStation 2 for whatever reason, and I don't know why that is. So I'm going to have to look at maybe trying to see if I can get a DualShock 3 controller somewhere cheap. Looking to probably not spend more than like $30. And let me tell you, by the way, the insides of the PlayStation 3, like we get you're working on getting the top case off, extremely sharp. I had like a screw that started to strip, so you gotta apply pressure down to make sure it doesn't keep slipping there. You actually get torque on the screw, and my hand slipped and literally cut open my thumb and my fingers. So I was like talking to my girlfriend Carmen, and I was like just really angry. He's like, oh my god, so I'm trying to get this all done for days, and it's been taking me forever. And I cut open my thumb, and I'm just bleeding everywhere. So then I was like, okay, well, give me a second, Carmen. Like, I need to get this taken care of. I had to go dump super glue because it flapped. So one of the things of knowing medical skills is how to do your own stitches. It's a very good life skill to know, and also super glue. If it's sterile, I mean, I washed and scrubbed and, made sure the wound was clean. Super glue is actually what they use in a lot of emergency rooms, too. If they can do that instead of avoiding, using stitches and stuff, they'll do that. So I was like, okay, so super glued my thumb. So it's going to be a little weird trying to play. Okay, there we go. It was getting a little... Okay, this is weird. I updated my graphics driver. And I'm seeing... No, get out of there. Get out. Stay here. Don't move. Now I'm seeing hitches. Yeah, it's still hitching. Oh, don't tell me I need to roll back my graphics driver. Hoping I don't have to roll back my graphics driver. I'll kind of kill things for a while. Alright, so let's give this a go. So, let's save it. 60, yeah, so... No, it's still hitching, huh? Let me try... Actually, let me take a look at something here. I'm going to bring up... NVIDIA control panel. I think I might need to relaunch the game. We'll have to see what's going on here. Yeah, I may have to relaunch it, but I'm gonna bring up the NVIDIA control panel and I'm gonna assign some things here, like to make sure that the game's running in like full power mode. These are things you can do like for emulation, like if you use the Wii U emulator or Switch or even PlayStation 3. Go into your program settings for like if you have, like I have an NVIDIA card, I have an RTX 2070, pretty beefy card currently. Although I heard that the 3090s are about to come out and the rumored to be over $1,000. Just wait. So it's still good to even go into here, like, you know, with the NVIDIA, you go to manage 3 settings and program settings, and then you can select whatever you're trying to run and basically change it around so you can take like more advantage of your graphics card and other fun stuff. So let's see, I'm not seeing it there. Spyro Trilogy, we'll add the program. VSync on, triple buffering on, threaded optimization on, power management mode, use maximum performance, aliasing, that's all fine. So I'm going to quit the game, I'm going to relaunch it, we'll try to see if these take effect. Okay, so let's get this relaunched, be just a second. Should be coming up here in a second. So let's see if this works here. On work. No hitching. No stutters, please. Alright, looks like that actually took care of it. Alright, perfect. Okay, so I'm not seeing the hitch or stutter anymore, so that's good. I was like, come on, I got this like super beefy graphics card. Don't tell me it's like having problems. Okay, we're good. So... the left trigger refocuses. Is everyone here now? I guess not. Alright, so it looks like I have solved the problem. Chat was not a very big help tonight, but that's okay. Let's see, what is my... I have 52 eggs. I think I'm getting closer to the end of this game. I'm really not sure, however. Because, I mean, I didn't play this game a whole lot. Whoa, I forgot I remember to get used to this again. Frozen altars. Where have I been? I've been there. I haven't played this for a while, so I gotta get reacquainted. Fireworks Factory, that's where I make the Simpsons joke, when we're gonna get to the Fireworks Factory. The Itchy and Poochy and Scratchy episode. Lost Fleet, we've done that. So there's a level there, opens up at 58 eggs. And already been here before. I'm saying hitch again. Let's put it back to 60 graphics. 60 frames per second. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what it is. There's actually a product you can make. I think it's like some kind of perfume you can actually use. It actually uses whale vomit. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's been a long time since I looked that up. I'm like, yeah, it's a fun thing to do. Whale, I think it's like gliss or something, or gris. All right, so let's see where else I need to go. Icy Peak. So I need a lot more eggs. Let's go here. So basically what I need to do now, because I think I'm getting closer to the end game, is figure out where I can get myself some more eggs and get working on that. So I need to go back and mop up more. It's kind of a pain in the butt because the other two games were basically, if you played most of the main stuff, then you were fine. It's like you'd be able to like get to the end game stuff, no problem. But now it's like, okay, you really have to go and do these other side missions. That's the exit. Yeah, I'm still seeing hitches here and there, so I'm probably gonna have to roll back to a different graphics driver when we're done with streaming tonight.
Used to have a dragon egg for you, but instead I used it to test our ultra-high-speed super fluidity tunnel. The good news is that it made it to the end of the tunnel without a scratch. The bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now.
You look like the type to go on a suicide mission. Why don't you get it?
The tunnel is chock full of Rhinox and floating mines. The only way to retrieve that egg is to defeat every single Rhinox in the tunnel.
Okay, I'm like automatically... Alright, so it automatically boosts you forward, so don't worry about, like, you know, hitting the charge button. It's just gonna move you. So that's good at least, so let's see. Let's try this again. So it seems to be like just left and right. Oh, and you drift too. Yeah, it's not a way to slow down as far as I can tell. Yeah, none of the buttons do anything right now, so... Oops. Yeah, I know, shut up. Let me get back in there. Don't tell me what to do! Dragon Ball Z Abridged, if you've never seen that show, it's a shame that they stopped doing it. They're a bunch of assholes, but... Team 4-Star. But they made Mr. Popo the funniest and best character in the entire show. My favorite episode. Yeah, I just gotta look this up real quick. It cracks me up every single time. I don't care if I give him money for this. It is just hilarious. So, if you're not familiar with the whole concept of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, it's basically they went back and they redubbed Dragon Ball Z with like their own voices, and they basically turned it into a comedy. They shortened it up, of course. It's an abridgment. They shortened it up. They added a whole bunch of jokes. So they made Mr. Popo, who's this like nice character, like, oh, I'm Mr. Popo. I'm the groundskeeper. I'm very strong but very nice. Welcome. You know, and they made him to like this psychopathic murderer who's like the strongest person in the entire universe. He probably is too, because he just blocked. I think it was one of the characters attacks with his finger, like, and they're a Super Saiyan, like the strongest, like, Saiyan at the point in time. He just blocks with a single finger like it's nothing. So they decided to turn him into, like, this this raging jerk. It's hilarious. Let me bring this up real fast. Let's see, desktop.
Hey, Mr. Pope.
Hey, Mr. Popo. So we'll play this quick little clip there. This is what it reminds me of. Let me get this boosted up. We're going to go to desktop.
Hey, Mr. Popo. Hello, young Kami.
Ah, hello, Piccolo. Good to see you again.
Cut the crap, Kami. You know what I'm here for.
Well, that didn't last long.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares
Okay, what's
make
up
a
with
circle.
him?
Don't
All
mind
these
him.
squares
He just
make a
got through
circle.
dropping a gallon
All
of
these
LSD.
squares make a circle.
gallon?
All these
A
squares
literal
make a circle.
gallon.
All
Out of a
these
milk
squares
jug.
make a
I don't
circle.
even know where he
All
got
these
it from.
squares make a
He never
circle.
leaves the...
Kami, I need you to tell me that I can leave the lookout if I want to.
Mr. Popo, you may leave the lookout if you wish.
Bitch, don't tell me what to do. All these squares make a circle.
It cracks me up. I love Mr. Popo. He is amazing. Dragon Ball Fighters is getting Master Roshi finally. I'm all for it. Let's see. I'll bring this back up here. It should be popping on the screen. Is it? No, it's not. No, not Elgato. Spyro. There we go. Clicked on the wrong one, ending in O. There we are. All right. Now we're back up in action. Yeah, so they got Master Roshi's coming to Dragon Ball Fighters. I want to have Mr. Satan, aka Hercules, and Mr. Popo be added. That'd be astounding. I would go back and play the game. Alright, so that's what kind of like the whole, don't tell me what to do! It's like, remind me, it was that one part from the Abridged series. Mr. Popo high on acid. A literal gallon. Him and Super Kami Guru. Crap. Dude! Don't tell me that. I know. Shut up. Shut your stupid mouth. You're a seal, I will club you. There'll be no kiss on a rose from a grave from you, or whatever the lyrics are. I can't remember. It's been too long since I heard. I just remember that song and the U2 song being on there. Like, were the standouts of that soundtrack. Were Batman Forever? Yeah, I got to see that for free in the movie theaters. One of my brother's friends was gonna go see it. Like, I was basically dropping him off, and they were gonna go see the movies. I was like, yeah, it's fine. And basically, his friend's dad is like, hey, do you want to come with us? I'll buy you a movie ticket. You can come with us and watch the movie. I'm like, sure, why not? It was actually opening day. It was like the matinee showing. So I got to see Batman Forever for free. And he also bought like McDonald's first. It was really funny because like I'm just a teenager. I can drive my own car and I'm hanging around like this, you know, like 12, 13-year-old kid. You know, my brother and like his friend. And, you know, I'm being treated like one of the kids too. I'm like, whatever. But I felt like watching that movie like, I want my money back. I didn't pay for any of this, but I want my money back, please. And then Batman and Robin came out, and nobody complained anymore about how terrible Batman Forever was. God, it is hard. It's like you could. It seems like real easy, like just move over and grab them, but you drift, and you don't have the best control here either. You're kind of like, it's like part ice, part like a lack of control. So you can't really take things on a corner too well. Finally.
Only good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on.
It hatches. He's like, oh god, I can't breathe underwater. Instant death. Alright, so that's one down. So what does this say? So clear out the pipes, which is highly inappropriate once again. Very disturbed about the innuendos in this family Christian stream I have going here. Where I never swear, damn it. But yeah. Oh, okay. Now I remember this level. It's like, I don't remember any of this before. It's like, now I do. Now it's all coming back to me. For me. So, Batman... I've never really been a fan of those movies, to be honest. I like the Nolan movies. Pardon me, the Nolan movies. I thought they were great. Sorry, my pain meds are kicking in and they're giving me kind of an upset stomach, so... Apologize for kind of getting a little indigestion sounding on the stream, but... So, yeah, the original 89 Batman, wasn't really a fan. I know some people were like, really love that movie, and it just wasn't really for me. Tim Burton's not too bad of a director. One of my favorite movies is Big Fish, and if you haven't seen that movie, it's very good. I recommend you do. But, yeah, his Batman just wasn't a fan of. And then you had Joel Schumacher, who was basically trying to do, like, full-on camp. Basically trying to recreate, like, the television show, like the Adam West, which I love the Adam West show for what it is. I really do. I think it's a fun show to watch. Not a forward momentum. Oh, no, where it was. Okay, never mind. Take that back. But when they tried to recreate in like movie form, it just wasn't that good. In my opinion, like Batman Forever is like, ugh. Wasn't really a fan of the style. And then Batman and Robin came out, which is hilarious because my brother Tim, like Chris was the one I had taken, and we got to see Batman Forever because of his friends. My younger brother Tim, I'm 15 years older than him because we adopted. So he missed out all the Batmans. The only Batmans he had ever known to that point was... Destroy the Sandcastle. I have this one already. Never mind. Don't need to go here. The only Batmans he had seen at that point were the Christopher Nolan films. So he had like no basis for like what Batman used to be like. So I was telling about like Batman and Robin and how it pretty much killed the franchise for years. And he's like, it can't be that bad of a movie. So his friend was over, and I have the Rift Tracks version of Batman and Robin, which makes the movie a little bit more tolerable, just ever so slightly. There are some movies that Rift Tracks cannot save. But... So I put on the Rift Tracks version, they're watching it, he and his friend are watching it, and after 10 minutes, like, they are just slumped down to their chair in the couch, defeated, like, oh my god, what is this movie? And my brother, he asked me, he's like, because I'm watching it with them, just to watch their reactions, which made it absolutely even funnier. And he's like, oh god, like, how long has the movie been on? Like, 10 minutes? He's like, oh, like 10 minutes! It's like, how long is it? I'm like, 2.5 hours. I think it's 2.5 hours. It's long. It's way longer than it should be, and it feels like it's... Maybe it's not that long, but it feels like a 2.5 hour movie. It just goes on and on.
Driving that submarine was a blast! Next time we're going to borrow the Reignited speedboat.
But then he understood entirely why the Batman franchise pretty much died for 8-9 years. It killed Batman until Christopher Nolan came along and saved it. So the Dark Knight, what's Dark Knight Begin? No, Batman Begins. That's what it is. I have that on HD DVD. Batman Begins was the first one of the Nolan films, and that was pretty good. But if you go back and watch it compared to like the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, it's really kind of, it's a little campy-ish, a little bit more comic booky, which is kind of interesting to see. Because everyone always thinks like everything's like dark and brooding and stuff, but it really wasn't. It was a lot more kind of lighthearted and explaining stuff.
Next time it's my turn to drive.
Are you drunk there, kid? My turn to drive the summer shot. No, I'm good. I can drive if I want. You're not my mom. Look, where'd you go? There we are. And then, of course, you have Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. And that is just epic. That is a great film. My dad has not seen it yet. Nimix! What in the world? You crazy, crazy man. Start a train hype. I think you're the only one here right now, my friend. But thanks for the hypergravity emote. Pardon me. And for once again, so for subscribing for 22 months in a row. Giving up those 2 delicious candy bars a month, going hungry for lunch. Just because he can. He is that kind of bad man. So my dad, like I said, he's never seen The Dark Knight. He hasn't seen Batman Begins or anything else like that. He's not really a sci-fi person, which is funny. But he was like, I don't see how people can say it. Like, my mom and I were talking about The Dark Knight, because she and I loved that movie. And he's like, well, I don't see how people can think the Joker's scary. I'm like, this version of the Joker is, like, legit terrifying. You know, he's not, because he was thinking, like, the, gosh, what was that guy's name? Cesar Romero? He was thinking, like, the TV Adam West version of Batman, like, you know, and he'd also seen the 89 version of Batman, so he saw, what's his face? Jack Nicklaus. He's like, yeah, Batman's, like, Joker's not scary. I'm like, no, like, Heath Ledger is, like, legit good. And he's like, you will never outdo him. Okay, so I've looped back through the entire level. I've only gotten 1 egg. What is under the docks? But this is something I completely fess up to. When they announced that Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker in Batman, I was like, this movie's going to suck. I'm like, the guy from A Knight's Tale? Really? They're going with him as the Joker? I'm like, this is going to be terrible. And then I see the movie with my brother, Tim. And we were like, holy crap, that was amazing. It's like, he got the Oscar for a good reason. Some people are like, well, he got the Oscar because he died. It's like, no, he got the Oscar because he kicked butt. He acted his butt off for that role. It's like, he redefined, like, the Joker as his. Like, you cannot do that again. Under the Docks, Spyro 3. Ah, I see. Okay, so why was Fall Guys free on PlayStation 4, if you will? Enlighten me further, Mr. Nimix. I didn't think about this. It's like, oh yeah, there's a dock here. You know, there's, I should probably go down here and swim around and see if I can shoot somebody. Ram into them. $50-something points? What? Oh, it's a PlayStation Plus game. Okay. Okay, so if you have PlayStation Plus, that's what you're trying. I think that's what you're trying to tell me about here, which I do. If you have PlayStation Plus, you get like free games for every month. So, and I haven't touched my PlayStation 4 in about a month and a half, 2 months. So I didn't see what the free games were. So Fall Guys is one of them. So that's why. So what's the other free game here? PS4 PS Plus. What's the other games? They always give you like 2 games. What the other game is? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Okay. Which I have on PC, and that's the one where I was just like, yeah, the multiplayer is fun, but the game is busted. You know, the single player is just completely broken. So that's the other game to get for this month. So, okay, cool. Yeah, because I was thinking it's like, I was looking on Steam, it's like 20 bucks or something like that. $15, $20. I'm drawing a blank on how much the cost is. But like I said, I have not touched my PlayStation 4 in like 2 months. My brother's been playing it. I was thinking about getting Ghost of Tsushima for my birthday, but I have been working on trying to get my PlayStation 3 working again, because it was like crashing and it wasn't working like you try to do PlayStation 3 games. It just like, it would hang, it's not finding everything, it's not, the Wi-Fi is not working for whatever reason. I double checked that, and maybe there's a power issue, I gotta look into that, but it's not working. Ethernet adapter is not working either on the PlayStation 3. But I got games to load. I can get PlayStation 1 games to work, and I can get PlayStation 3 games to work. I have a third-party generic controller. You hit the button, it brings up the options, it works perfectly fine for that. PlayStation 4 controller, you pop that bad boy on there, direct wire connection works just fine too. PlayStation 2 games were crashing immediately. Like, you get the PlayStation 2 logo, because my PlayStation 3 is backwards compatible. It's the last of those units that can play PlayStation 2 games. And it brings up the PlayStation 2 BIOS, like says PlayStation 2, and it freeze and hang the entire system. Like, you had to do a hard, like, turn off with a switch in the back to get it to turn off. I got that fixed, so now I can get, like, Ratchet and Clank to load, but it's not recognizing controllers whatsoever. It's not recognizing my third-party controller, which it does on the first, like, PlayStation 1 and 3 games, and the PlayStation DualShock 4 controller, it's not picking that up either. So I'm like, ah, crap. So now I'm thinking I just might need to get a legitimate DualShock 3 controller. Those can cost between $30 to $60. So I'm like, oh crap, you know, I can... It's like, do I buy a brand new game, or do I buy something that I can lets me play my games I have, my PlayStation 2 collection, instead of having to do emulator, which is still iffy. Defeat the Shark Sub. This is one I have not seen yet. To find this challenge portal, you need to surface at the top of the second underwater section at the end. What? That's not helping. Let's see if I can find a video guide. Like, go here and do the thing by the place, but not near the whatchamacallit. By the thingamajigger, you know, that area over there. By that location, that location. Just go there. Defeat Shark Sub location. If that comes up number 1 search result, then you have a problem. Okay, where do I need to go for this? Hold on. Where is this? Okay, I've seen this. I'm watching a YouTube video real quick. Like I said, I need to find out where this is, so I know we're looking at this. My lovely cute thing. Maybe I'll just start doing this to give you some amusement. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? It's that close. Okay. Alright, let's go back. We can do it. I know what this is now. Sweet. Okay. Kill that video. Go back here. Go back y'all. Yeah, yay! I'm easily amused and amazed, which is amused, I guess. If you want to combine the two together. Mazid, Musade, I don't know. Alright, so let's see. Wait a minute, so I came out here. That's not right. Game, why'd you lie to me? Why would you turn my stream of amusement into a house of lies? Oh, Okay, now I was wrong again. Okay, let's do this. No, it's a YouTube video. Alright, so... You wouldn't really think about it here, but you can go up here, apparently. Haha! I wouldn't lie to you and say that you're handsome.
Ludo the Rhino
What?
just challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear.
Who said that?
If we win, we'll get the dragon egg he's guarding. If we lose, we'll have to spend a month doing kitchen patrol. What do you say? Do you want to take on Bluto?
Is Popeye busy?
Okay, good luck. Just remember, stay away from the sharp end.
A to speed up, B to fire a missile, pick up crates to get more missiles. So, yeah, so I've been trying to get Ratchet and Clank to run, because I told Carmen, she wants me to play that game. I love her to death. So I've been playing Spyro, but she wants me to do this here. Her son wants me to play Ratchet and Clank as well. So I'm like, sure. Run into my repeated PlayStation problems, PlayStation 3 problems. I don't know about PlayStation 2. That thing died many years ago. That is long gone. So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, what about emulation? Emulator runs the game around anywhere from 75 to 100%. So you're running along, you hear like like you can hear like the music slow down, the video slows down, everything, like the frames, it's not locking 60 frames. It's like, crap, that doesn't work. So then I was thinking, wait a minute, it got a PlayStation 3 port. Why not try that version? But because my PS3 is also not registering Ethernet adapters, so I can't use a wired connection or the Wi-Fi, why not try it through emulation? Certain games run really well in emulation still for PlayStation 3, like Ninja Gaiden Sigma now runs 60 frames per second for me, so it's perfect. So I'm like, hell yeah! So I download, 100% legally of course, Ratchet and Clank, the PlayStation 3 version. It's loading up, it looks perfect, the title screen's amazing. It's playing all the videos. The videos are basically movie files, so it's not rendering anything. Then gameplay starts. And we're running anywhere from 15 frames a second to 60 frames per second. And when I turned off like the frame loader, I was going anywhere from 15 frames a second to 1,500 frames a second, which was just way too fast. So it's like, it depended on like where you were looking and how crowded the area was. Like it starts off in this big open field. So you're running like 15 frames per second, you're running in slow motion. If you turn the camera around so you're not looking at everything there, you're running like 1,500 frames a second. You go inside a hangar, you're running 60. You turn the wrong way, you're running 15 again. So it's like, it's all over the place. So it looks like I'm going to have to give up playing Ghost of Tsushima and just eBay a controller. Whoa, okay, so my controls are... This is not helping, game. I would like to be able to see what I'm trying to do, please. Oh my god, why are they doing this? No! You have... What the hell are... Oh, there is no way to describe how this controls other than, like, the worst thing ever. So your camera's locked on his position, but you don't have full control. And you can't see where you can't change the camera angle either. So you were just trapped trying to look at this guy while trying to evade, and your control constantly changes. Oh my god, who approved this? Why did playtesters not catch this? This is like This is uncontrollable. Oh my god. Thank God I could just tank it, because, oh man, that was...
You dragons must have a ton of talent.
So you would go... So you start moving, and as soon as you move, the controls would change. Like, what was going left would suddenly turn you right, or not do anything at all. It was just, like, completely erratic controls. I cannot read what is on the bottom. Alright, let's look to the list here. So we have Pete the Shark sub, Sandcastle, hop to the secret cave. Oh, okay, so there's actually more to the kangaroo. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've pulled up a guide. So I can, like, just find what I need to get the eggs to move forward. Do you know MySQL? It's been a while since I've messed around with, like, 2 years, but I know a little bit. I know SQL and MySQL. The if-then clauses and all that other fun things, yes. So what's the problem with MySQL, though? So I was using, like, we use a lot of Oracle, but we also did, like, MySQL too. You can branch decision with a declaration afterwards, right? Oh, you can't? What? How is that? No, I thought it was like, I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to do that always. Like, you can branch, you know, you just got to declare where you're going to so you can set up your different tables and stuff like that, where you want to have your database going to. Why? That's bizarre. Is it like the latest version of SQL, or are you using like something like an older version or something? So that's the problem. You declare, you know, at whatever you're trying to declare. Is like the debug, like, is there like a debug error screen or something? They can kind of tell you, give us some points. Can't declare anything after a non-declaration statement. That's bizarre. That is really weird.
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some of my seal friends are trying to take down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go lend a foot. I love the smell of singed Rhinoc in the morning.
I'm a psychopath. Me and SEAL Team 6 are going in. Alright, so we've already done the castles made of sand, which is a Jimi Hendrix lyrics. Just a query screen, okay. Yeah, because like one of the things that like I liked about Oracle, because we did Oracle 11G and a little bit of 12, which is pretty much close to just what it was anyway. To 11G, like 11G and 12 were like not that much different. I get my controls memorized here. Remember my controls here. And it was kind of nice, like, it would at least tell you, like, okay, here's the problem. It's like, it give you some kind of weird thing, like, there's syntax error, blah, 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 whatever, and give you a line number, so at least you knew where your code was breaking, at least, for the database stuff, so you can go, okay, here's my problem, here's the start of it, at least, you know, where do I need to jump to, so... Sometimes it'd be really helpful and say, like, hey, you can't declare this because it doesn't exist, moron, make it, you know, like, oh, okay, you know, well, sometimes it'd just be like, super, whoa, what was that? Super vague. That was a weird cannonball glitch.
Hi, Sheila. The Rhinocs have built a fortress on our beach, and we're going to blow it to smithereens.
I've done this one already. Where the hell is this thing? Had to branch the two different. Okay, difference is table name. Yeah, sequel I was never really a fan of, to be honest. This is one of the things I learned kind of quickly. Is like, because technically when I went to school was database, what they were supposed to be, but it's basically general IT, like IT stuff and database. So I can technically say yes, I went to school and learned SQL. It's like, but still, it's like that's why I quickly learned I am not really cut out for database and programming in general. It's like it's not my thing. So at first I was thinking like, well, maybe I can be an admin. And I was like, no.
Ow! Really smart. Ready to try stomping the turrets again?
No.
No problem. We'll be playing.
Yeah, I'm playing this dangerous weapon while we wait. Hope you don't kill us.
I'd better go check on those billy goats again. Last time I left them alone, they ate all the shingles off the roof.
Can I get a table of contents, please? Walkthroughs, eggs. Here we go.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out.
Sheila's Alp. Okay, but where's this? Wrong place. Okay. Last egg is required, just like the first two. Exit the cave where the second house is and kill all the enemies outside, including the houses spawning Rhinox. Allows Billy to come home and give you the egg at the door. So I've gotten the first two people. Apparently there's a third one I did not do. Alright.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button, then press it again exactly when you hit the ground to do a double jump. Once you've mastered
Gosh, what are those guys' name? Try to remember the Oglethorpe and Emery. If you've ever seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, that's what their voices. I mean, it's supposed to be like a list. It's supposed to be like a bad, like a European accent anyway. But that's what really reminds me of them. Yes, Oglethorpe and Emery, the Plutonians. Yes, we will go there and we will steal Carl's television by using this Stargate. It's like, dude, it looks like a Stargate to me. He's like, nine, it is a legally but similar, it is a similar but legally distinct Fargate, see? It is different, we cannot be sued.
Home at last.
Really? That's all I had to do was just talk to this one guy who would have given me the egg. Okay, that was really hard. Let's try Bamboo Terrace. We'll go there. So I think one of the other worlds opens up at 8:58. Let's see, Bamboo Terrace. It's like hopefully I'm not in danger of getting killed. Bamboo Terrace eggs, here we go. So we need to get, which one was it? Smash to the mountaintop. Requires Bentley the Yeti. The right of the return home portal. Okay, because that's usually right behind us. So let's try taking a look behind. And nothing. Okay, so dropping out here. Yeah, this is the boat one. No!
Try some of this, Bill.
Yeah. By the way, Bamboo is like, oh yeah, this is the one I had the problems with trying to get away from. Yeah, it tried to lock me in there again. Yeah, Bamboo is like highly poisonous a lot of times, unless you just eat like part of the shoots and boil it down and make it safe. It's usually not a good idea to try to eat bamboo. And I am just wrecking everybody. Y'all gonna die!
A fine day for a bit of a walk. I was just heading to...
Gonna kill me lots of things. Alright, here we go. So, this is the one where we need to get smashed to the mountain top. I think this is just a straightforward one. Just go for it and wreck everybody.
Hey, I think I saw some Rhinox run up to the top of that hill with an egg.
You think, or do you actually know? Or are you just trying to get me, like, murder people and then pin it on me? It's like, I don't know, Your Honor. He was just, like, dangerous. I just said, like, hey, I think I see someone. And he just went off and beat him with a giant club. Your Honor, I didn't know he was going to do that. Everyone must die. Right. Smashy, smashy. I was like, I don't have any other plans. I didn't think another strategy through here. Okay, that just reflects certain things. It just doesn't pick up items. Alright, I see how you are. Please let me murder you for my health. So what are you using? Are you still using my sequel, or are you using something different now? Oh, MS sequel, okay. I noticed the difference found between the S and the Y. I was like, what do you mean? What now are you using? For me. Love that one's like, you have to just take the hit. Can't do anything else about it. Now it'll give it to me. Go figure. Hey, 58. Okay, so let's head back to Hub World. You have to exit the level to get out of the level again, then get back to the hub. It's like levelception. Whoa. So let's talk about Christopher Nolan Batman movies earlier. What was it, Tenet? It's supposed to be coming out, I think, September now. Probably won't be. It's another one of those crazy movies. Like, Nolan is like one of those things where, like, he makes movies and you really don't know what they are. It's like, for a majority, I mean, Batman, you know what it is, but... Alright, I have no idea where I'm at right now. It's like, it's time travel? No, not really. It's time inversion, so go figure that out. It's like, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty crazy. Okay, Evening Lake World. Travel here. I think this is where I need to be. I'm like, wait a minute, where was I? Like, this is not correct. What's up? You need anything from... Alright, 1 second here. Repositioning, closing the door. All the fun stuff. Okay. Back to the game. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, this is a new level that opened up. Charmed something. Let's back up and see what it is. 65. Oh, no. Charmed Ridge.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Velenia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Azrael.
Evil cat, isn't that like, basically redundant at that point? Oh, and it tracks. How nice. It's got a quack shotgun. It wouldn't hurt to try.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser, Prince Azrael.
Prince what? Your accent made it sound like something completely, once again, inappropriate, lady. I am shocked at this game. All the innuendos in this good family Christian stream of mine, just... No one thinks of the children. Yeah, speaking of children, oh god. Down I go. The reason I say, oh god, is there's Netflix is in a lot of trouble right now. They're getting a lot of backlash.
Spyro, we urgently...
Yeah, I remember you told me this already, lady. There's this movie called, basically translates from French, it's a French movie, translates to Cuties. It's about 11-year-old girls entering a dance competition where they are all hypersexualized and basically they become popular because of twerking. So it's basically, it's like a pro-pedophile movie, basically. And then Netflix is like, oh, sorry, some people are upset about this, but because just the box art for, you know, the poster we use instead, it's like everyone's like, that's not the reason why people are upset. It's like, that's not the reason at all people are upset about this movie. It's like, it's the whole thing about like, well, we're gonna have like hypersexualized 11-year-old girls as a movie premise, which is what it is. Yeah, so that's like the big controversy of today. It's like they released out this trailer, and gosh, what is the downvotes for it are just amazing. First of all, it's like I'm pretty sure I'm on an FBI watch list now for having checked out the trailer because I'd heard about it. I'm like, well, let's see if it actually is. You know, like what's this thing like? And I'm like, oh, it's pretty bad. Let's see, Cuties, Netflix. The trailer was dropped 2 days ago. 1.48 million views, 11,000 upvotes, all pedophiles, 277,000 downvotes. Yeah, they also changed the description too, because like now it says like Amy, an 11-year-old girl, it just says 11 years old, tries to escape her family's dysfunction by joining a free-spirited dance clique named Cuties as they build self-confidence through dance. That sounds okay. But the original one was like this, like Amy tries to escape her ultra-conservative house by learning how to dance online and teaches her friends a special move to get some attention from everybody by humping the floor. I'm like, Wow. Okay, Netflix. And that's where they're like, well, people are upset about that in the original poster, so we're going to change around the descriptions for the film. It's like, that's not what people are upset about. They're not really upset about, you know, the movie that Jeffrey Epstein would really like to have seen had he not been killed. And then Netflix is like, well, you know, it's like this won awards at Sundance. Is like, that doesn't mean anything. It was just like, it was insane because I remember watching this earlier. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And it's just, it's insane the length some people will go to try to defend themselves on this stuff. It's like, no. Alright, so follow straight down. Bad camera view, can't see where I'm going. Can't see where I'm trying to attack. Am I not allowed to kill this guy? I guess not. You mean all the pictures and videos and evidence that they have that Epstein was really running a pedophile ring? Yeah. About if he was murdered? Probably not. You can hang yourself. People, I've seen people hang themselves in weirder manners than the way Epstein died. That's entirely possible to do. You can easily kill yourself by doing that. It's not hard. But yeah, people are like, oh, it's a lie. It's like, you realize that there's like photographic and video evidence for like 25 years and the royals are involved. Like Prince Andrew's pretty much been disowned almost by Queen Elizabeth at this point. You know, Bill Clinton went there multiple times. Like, no, I did not. And they're like, well, here's pictures of you getting a massage from this girl who was underage at the time. Explain that. He's like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Hillary Clinton. It's like, dude, it's like he would have been screwed for life. Now his, how's it gonna play out for election? It's a non-issue. The networks are not covering it, mostly. That's the biggest thing, is like they've gone through and discovered like, oh, so we have all these things going out, the pictures of Bill Clinton and stuff, and ABC, I think ABC was the only one besides Fox that had covered it. CNN didn't do it, CBS didn't talk about it. Yeah, so we're still waiting for, what is it? Okay, so that guy's bigger, so maybe take out the cat first. Maybe that'll do it so I can kill the guy? We have like another investigation looking into the FBI spying on Trump and his campaign. Yeah, it's like everything is like finally coming out after all these years. It's like, and it's still waiting, but Hillary Clinton still is untouched. If you and I had done half the crap that she did with the server stuff, we would have been thrown in jail right away, instantly, no questions asked. Which cracks me up too, because when I was learning, gosh, what is the name of it? I'm drawing a blank on it now. Wow, that's all I'm doing. I'm really ready to enter the IT world again. Exchange, there we go. So if you're setting up Exchange, there's actually a neat little checklist you can do when you set it up. Like, is this for a personal or private business? Is this for a government entity? So you can click on that. Like, what entity are you setting it up for? You'll have things like FBI, State Department, NSA. You know, like all these different government agencies for all around the world are in Exchange. So if you click on State Department, it automatically configures it to back up stuff. Pardon me, like retain copies of emails to a separate location, set up passwords, do all this stuff. And whoever she was paying didn't do any of that. It's like, my dad's like, how hard is it to do that? I'm like, not very. So it's like you have to go out of your way to like not set up a password or anything, because like the game, like not the game, like it's like you need to do this. It's like, so which is like just running it out of her bathroom, her own private server, to have all her unsecured, non-password server in her house.
I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small small toll.
If you pay your toll, buy some rolls. You don't got no tolls, we eat no rolls.
You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess.
He is the worst person ever. We'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, it's like you just really never know how things are going to go now. Yeah, it's like you can't really... The last election taught us you really can't trust polls anymore. You know, those are unreliable because, you know, Trump was down by like 10 points for so long and everything, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, he was actually way ahead. Polls were completely wrong, so... But I was like, Trump's gonna get reelected. It's like, you just take nothing for granted. You never know. Get out and vote for whoever you want to vote for.
Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal a poor princess.
Listen, lady, I'm sorry. How's this my problem again? I am a dragon. I do not care about your catty issues. Can I dive into this, or is it going to kill me? It looks like I can probably dive into it. No, it's going to kill me! So remember, you can swim in this game, but just not here for whatever reason. Bravo! So I'm going to see, you know, backtracking a different subject here. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to see if I can borrow Carmen's PlayStation 2. It's like I said, I really want to try streaming Ratchet & Clank. I just can't play it. If I have like a PlayStation 2, then I can just do it no problem, but...
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Azrael just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Azrael says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
And I just like fireball them both, kill them. What happened? It was a tragic accident. Sakura! ET's got nothing on that, I'll give you that. Okay, so that's where exit out. That's where we loop back. Can I make it back over here? I'm thinking I may have to... Yeah, I have to go through the entire level again. That's just poor level layout. Poor level construction. Oh, that prince isn't so charming anymore. The legs were delicious. Okay, that's weird. It just automatically made me jump when it did that. Okay, let's see. Gotta be way over there. So how do we get over there? Oh, middle platform, okay. Camera. Oh, thanks, game. That's not cheap whatsoever. Completely not cheap. Nope. Hitbox. Yeah, I just barely dodged that one. Oh, I hate this level. Not a fan. Of course, you can't jump more than one stair, and you literally have barely enough time to get there. You know what's going on right now that I had completely forgotten about? SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick. I forgot that was even a thing this year, because it hasn't really been hyped up, and you have COVID, so... Fucking controls, man. And there's like no games I really want to play. Like, we're not playing or watch really either on top of it. So it's like, ugh. So, good luck to them. They're not going to meet their donation goals this year for sure. Pair solution, okay. Yeah, it's like, it's almost half over. I didn't realize they were going, and the funny thing is, too, is I know people who are doing runs this year, and I completely forgot about it. And apparently, like, YKB has been doing interviews this year too, so it's like, oh, okay, neat. But it's like, so I have no idea what her schedule is for it, or when she's on, or anything. It just seems like, I mean, like, COVID took everything by surprise for a little bit, but this seems like just incredibly unplanned this year. Son of a bitch, let me up! This is so annoying. If there's not an egg back there, I'm gonna be really angry. You know your design's broken where you're like, well, we're gonna take a hit because the hitboxes are busted. Let's just give them an extra life, like a little health refill over here. It's like, just change it so your hitbox isn't so wide. You can get past it. The solution shouldn't be like, oh, let's give you life for it. It should be, we should change this. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I didn't even crap out this game in like 9 months, like they did. And now it ate my button. Nice. I'm gonna die here on this stupid level. Okay, no egg, but there is a portal. I'll take that. Pardon me. And, yeah, this guy's got problems. Lucky Charms looking mofo.
According to legends, there's a golden goose at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first person to the top so I can grab it. I just bought some
my head's too big.
Ultra super gross seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
Have you tried fertilizing them?
By the way, if you can't figure out what to do next, we can all... Well, good luck.
Okay, so where am I trying to go? Why is it launching so far? So I'm trying to do the hop up and it's just like stopping me from doing it. Like that. It's like, nope. Turn around, Spyro. So sometimes it'll actually, like, it's weird, like, it'll let you, like, flop up to get up an incline. Other times it's just like, nope, it just drops you straight down. It's like, it just kills your momentum. And there's no rhyme or reason for it, really, as far as I can figure out. I said right there, did it, no problem. And then it just dropped me down again. Physics! That's the biggest problem I have with this, like, Reignited Trilogy, is that they could have gone through and fixed these problems which were available, which were on the PlayStation. But instead they were like, no, we're gonna keep it all exactly the way it was. Bugs and terrible glitches and all. It's like, why? It's your chance to fix stuff. Why would you do this? That was it. One thing that's really weird too is like if you pull the left trigger, it repositions your camera, but it doesn't always do it. Sometimes it'll just move like straight right around like this, and then sometimes it'll do it like that, and then once in a while it just does partial turn. Right now it's working in full, but like that, didn't do it all the way. It's like, why? This game started off with such promise. It was like, hey, this isn't too bad, especially compared to, it's a lot better than the second game, but it's starting to really feel its development cycle of, we knocked this game out in 9 months.
This egg on the way up here. I think it was... You've been doing great so far.
And kills your momentum. Nice. Wow, okay. I'm trying to get like a vertical jump off it. It's like gravity increased right over here.
If you get stuck, we can open. Okay.
No!
Here are your seeds again.
Damn it! Not what I wanted to do. Controller screwed me! Oh, great. So it goes flying any other time you need it to. Except for when you really want it to. And all of a sudden he's like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't spit that. No. It's just crazy talk. The game knows what I'm trying to do. There we go, finally. Okay, how do I get this back up over here, though? Too far again. What level am I in? Charmed Ridge. Another one's gonna get here instead of this. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Okay, but I need that to get up here. I was like, well, let's just take one of these platforms with me. But you kinda need it. It just gave me another one here? What? Where did this come from? It's like, oh, no, we're gonna spawn you two, but if you go down there and come back up, then we'll give you another one you need. That's not busted or glitchy, no. Definitely not. So it's like, okay, well, maybe we can grab one and take one from a previous one. No, the game just forgot to give me what I needed. Imagine that. And kills our momentum again. If you're gonna make physics puzzles, make sure your physics in your game work. That'd be my advice. Make sure your mechanics work too. So it's one place there. 2, 3, whole bunch of lives. Nope, those are just vases, never mind. Looks like it's gonna be too far. Yeah, that is like way too far. And unfortunately, my color blindness does not help me this level, so I need to... There it is. Like, trying to track it down, something I can't see. What? Need another purple is what I need. How far back can I go? Okay, so I should be able to maybe take this yellow. Where did I leave it? It's a bouncy thing. What happened? I went nowhere. Alright, we'll get up there in just a second. I need to not talk so loud into the microphone, that close range, but take some anti-nausea medication. Because my pain meds are making me sick as hell right now. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Hold on. Alright. So there's this lovely anti-nausea drug called Zofran. Or I think it's called Ondansetron, as its like official name. There's generics and stuff. Even the generics for anti-nausea are ridiculously expensive. So if you don't have insurance, this is how crazy it is. Okay, if you don't have insurance, it costs $1,000 for, we're talking like a month's supply, which is why a doctor will only usually write you a couple pills at a time, like 5 to 7. Okay, with insurance, $15. Why the discrepancy?
At last, I found the legendary golden goose.
I'm gonna eat it.
You can have another one of its eggs as a souvenir.
Cook your goose.
That's the ugliest goose I've ever seen.
You're one that talked, freak. Alright, so we're back here now. See an egg way over there. Benjamin. Maybe 62, okay. Okay, I'm like not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this one. Okay, so we got stupid cat man over there. Okay, let's try over here. Spyro, come on. Climbs every single time except for right there. He's like, nope. No, we ain't doing that. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Alright, screw that out of this level. I'm done with this one. How adult fun I'm gonna have in that one. Ugh. Was not a fan of that level at all. Adios, as they say. Poor favoring. So that takes 65, I'm at 62. See, so what other levels are here that I can unlock? Honey Speedway eggs. So it's Honey Speedway, Scorch's Pit. Don't have that. Starfish Reef. So where are these things at? Okay, I'm able to go in now. Yay! And it's everywhere I've been so far, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I don't think I've been to Midnight Mountain. Let's stay here and take a look real fast. No, I haven't. Okay, cool. We can open up new places. Get back on there. Please, game. Let me get back on there. Thank you. Team Rocket blasting off in the world's quietest rocket. Dragons in space!
That's it! I've had enough! I'm going to create a monster to end all monsters! And I'm going to send it out to destroy all the dragons, even the little hatchlings.
Because I'm evil.
Yes, Yes, it will smash them and crush them and grind them and tear them. Oh, yes. Smear them and smush them and crack them and crease them.
Let me out of here, you!
But, won't that kill them?
It doesn't matter, as long as I can still collect their wings.
What? All this time you've only wanted them for their wings?
Yes, just like we did with the
You
buffalo.
ignorant girl. I need them for a spell so I can live forever.
Wait a second. A spell?
What did you think I was going to do with all those dragons? Open a zoo?
Ooh, if I had my blaster, you'd be singing a different tune. You know what I mean?
It's like, dude, the bars are bigger than your body. Like, they're spaced out
You never said you
way
had
farther.
to kill
Just
them.
go.
I don't have to kill them. It just stops them from wriggling so much.
You're terrible. I can't believe I ever listened to you.
Stupid, insolent brat. I'll take care of her as soon as I finish off that dragon. Now, where was I? Ah, yes.
Oh, this is gonna get real ugly.
Ah.
This might be our last stand, Spyro. The sorceress plans to use this monster to destroy every iota of her opposition, beginning with the two of us. Alas, there is no time for ruminating. A battle awaits us. I will endeavor to assist you by means of a steady provision of combustible projectiles.
Please give me more bombs. Yes, got it. This is madness. Can't put a crate temporary table before the last decoration? What in the world is going on with my sequel? That is... You should be able to do anything you want. You should be able to create any table you want. Ugh. Take a look at something real quick. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's just because I'd heard, like, back when we were doing Oracle that, like, okay, like, my sequel does have some problems. I was like, okay, it wasn't too bad, but I mean, it just seems like it's kind of weird. I mean, but if you're creating a table, you should be able to create it anywhere, at least you'd think so. Do you have to put it up, like, where the rest of your select stuff is? Like, where like, all your select clauses are? No, because that'd be going too high up in the screen. You'd be instantly selecting that instead of going later on your process. That's what I hate about sequel, why I didn't really enjoy it a whole lot. It's because it's like there's so many different ways you can do something. There's also an infinite amount of ways you can screw it up. So it's like, yeah, it's got to be after the last declare statement. Exactly. So I was thinking, like, well, just put it in sooner. I'm like, that wouldn't work. Those things, like, my brain starts talking, but then it, like, you know, it doesn't. It's like, just start talking and then you'll think about it afterwards. You're like, no, 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 stop, please. Okay, I was thinking like maybe something in the index, but still even then it wouldn't do it too. Because I'm trying to think like different ways around it. But like I said, I'm not really that good at this stuff, so. Okay, so let's see. Set situation time between a game timetable and a post-game table. The two tables should never have performance issues during a game. Okay. Copies of a permanent location. Alright, so you have those referencing to each other, I presume. Oh, camera. These explode. Well, I'm still trying to think of it too, because like I'm just trying to remember like when all this stuff, because it seems like something I should be able to remember. I just can't. It's just been I've been 2 years out of the game, so I'm like, okay, how can I do these different things? How would I solve this? Please get your stuff done. Try to make it easier. Yeah. Ah, changed me to the other ones. Boo, green ones are better. Oh, okay, that's a problem. There we go. Okay, so you want like one stored procedure, but not two. Changing one, you have to go change the other. Okay. Yeah, because it should be referencing. I'm trying to think of what it is here. It should be going, okay, like if you make a change here, save and automatically do that. I know what you're trying to do. There's those things that like I just can't remember what it was, like to reference it through or link the two together. Joined table? No, you're not joining them.
Did you bring any more food? I'm starving.
There's no time for that, Hunter. We have to stop the sorceress. She's gonna kill all the dragon hatchlings.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust you? This could be another trap.
You're in a cage, you furry numbskull. How can I trap you? By letting you out.
I don't know. You sorceress types can be sneaky.
I never thought we were going to hurt the dragons. Come on, we don't have time for this.
For me. So what is this place now? Midnight Mountain World.
Spyro, I know you don't trust me, but I want to help you stop the sorceress. There's a way to open a hidden portal to her lair, but it'll take some very strong magic. If you can find more of the dragon eggs, I think my magic will be strong enough to open the portal. I'll come find you when you have enough eggs, okay?
All right. So let's see what is up here. 100 eggs. Ugh. Game, you're killing me here. You're killing me. So is it gonna purple drink hurt me? Probably. Of course it will. Not only just hurt me, but instant death. Let's do it! Yeah! I've never seen a game over for the screen, so let's see what it is. Oh, he looks so sad. Like, why? Ooh! Evil Agent Carmen and Peanut! Hello, Peanut. Always love to hear from Peanut. Hopefully you're both doing well. Alright, so how much does this guy want to extort me for? In his kidnapping scheme, which should be in jail for.
How do you like my new Space Monkey action figure? Incredibly lifelike, don't you think? You'd almost think he was actually intelligent. I suppose.
Like, you realize you're actually like a slave owner right now?
But you'll have to come up with a bit more cash.
1300, of course. It's just always outside of your reach. Yeah, so earlier I was talking about the struggles I've been going through just to play a PlayStation game. It's like, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? And why is my system suddenly breaking down? PlayStation 3s are so freaking complex. Alright, Crystal Islands, let's try here. Let's see what goes on. It's like, you know who I am. I'm not like some internet celebrity unless like you're like, unless Peanut's like secretly into like speedrunning. It's like, well, yes, I do have 14 world records for speedrunning Bayonetta 2. That make you think I'm cooler now?
Bon de
stolen some magic from the sorceress. We're hiding here whilst we practice using it. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident and turned everything into crystal, and it seems...
Not even a little. Oh, I don't know. I gotta reevaluate my whole everything with you guys now. Doesn't think that I'm cool for being able to like speedrun games. What if I murder, like, how about like turtle murder? There we go. This game just really would tick off PETA if they ever caught wind of it after many years. Is that a flying beaver? Yeah, I am very confused by this place. Fall Guys is kind of like... Take that, innocent turtle. Do you know what MXC was? Like Most Extreme Challenge or Takashi's Castle? King of the Hill kind of these things. Like basically survive and make it through the course. Let's see, what is it? If I can pull some clips here. It was basically a Japanese television show where bad things usually happen to people trying to get into, just trying to win, quote unquote win. So they're like, hey, let's make a game based all about this stuff here. Well, let's do that instead. So basically it's like you and like 100 people. And like you're just basically trying to make it like be the first one to win. Like survive this humongous like crazy obstacle course type stuff. Why is it that flame is killing rock stuff? I am very confused. More than usual. Now you'd like her, the Nimix. I mean, she's got the she's got a quite a good Atari 2600 collection. Speaking of which, I really need to get that F adapter so I can actually hook mine up. I have an Atari 2600, got it when I was doing my externship, and I don't have the right cable adapter.
There is nothing up my left sleeve and nothing up my right sleeve. But now, with
And Noodle as well! So we got Peanut, Noodle, and the Carmen gang. What's up, Noodle? So I'm trying to play, trying so hard to get Ratchet and Clank to work. I said I'll need to, unless you guys are gonna let me borrow your PlayStation 2, it's gonna be a while, because I gotta buy a special controller for my PlayStation 3 in order to get to work.
You wanna see the trick?
Because the game works. You know, I know that Noodle tested it, and it does work. It's just my PlayStation 3 requires a certain controller to make it work. It's bizarre. What is this world? This is so weird. Trippy. It's like, okay, well, I'll have to ask Peanut next time. Next time I see Peanut, I'll be sure to ask. If I don't buy a controller beforehand, because it's like basically my options are, okay, so for my birthday I can buy myself a new video game, or I can buy a controller. I'm going to have to buy a controller, it looks like.
You wanna see the trick again?
It's my only trick. I'm a lame lizard. So it's really weird. It's like the PlayStation. I have a generic PlayStation 3 controller because the one that actually came with it died a long time ago. So PlayStation 1 game, you hit the button, it works, no problem. Controller works just fine. PlayStation 3 game, controller works just fine. PlayStation 2 game, it's like, nope, doesn't see it at all, doesn't work. It's like, why? Why would you do this? I have a huge 2600 collection. The original console still works. It's my dad's. Sweet. Yeah, because I've heard... Yeah, long ago, years ago, Carmen and I were in our local game store, the local rip-off place. It's like they had a stack of 2600 games. She's like, have this, have this, have this, have this, have this. It's like she had like almost everything they had there already. It's like, geez. I don't think I ever put in the list for what I have. I have no idea what this dude's doing, but he's doing something. I can't remember if you bought it, because I remember you found one you didn't have. You're like, oh! I think it was like like a $3 or $4 or something crazy. I think you bought it. I can't remember. It's been too long. This guy knows what he's doing. Did you find like tutorial and sequel? Or you found Fall Guy stuff? Oh, okay. I don't know. The game's already full of hackers from what I've seen, like different random clips, people cheating online already. It's kind of funny. Put this into save, watch later, kablamo. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, too. I remember something else is kind of impressed, because you're just like, yep, got this, got this, got this. I'm like, whoa, okay, she's got everything, just about. Yeah, so, like I said, I got basically, my 2600 I got from when I was doing my externship. And the guy's like, you're into video games, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I have this old 2600 I found in my attic. I'm just going to throw it away. Do you want it? I'm like, yes. Give me everything you don't want, please. It's like, I am a collector / player. It's like, you don't own Pong? How do you own a 2600 and not own Pong? You and I, we gotta talk about our relationship here. Our friendship is just, it's not working out anymore. Let's see. I don't think I put in. No, apparently for whatever reason, I never added my Atari games, the 2600, onto my video game list. That's weird. Yeah, so if you actually want to see what games I own, it's a list of everything. So if you click like over the left, there's like 3DO, the arcade, my Neo Geo, of course. Dedicated console, what is that? That's probably, oh, that's the SNES Classic, the Mini, Super Nintendo Mini. But I think it's like, I need to update a couple of Steam games I've gotten that haven't been put on there, but that's pretty much mostly up to date. That's fun inventorying stuff too. It's like, it seems like it'd be really boring, but it has saved me so many times where I'm like, I've been trying to buy games, I'm like, do I have this? I'm like, I don't think I do, and I check the list, I'm like, oh, well, I do. I just saved myself money.
I'll show you again.
But yeah, I like that one because it's free too. That's a big thing. And also, if for whatever reason it doesn't have whatever game you're looking for in there, you can actually add it in, which is really nice. So you can create things if you need to. And it's always like search for it first, look for it to make sure nobody's made like a duplicate already. But if it's not there, you can add it yourself, which is great. I don't know, this twerp.
Did you know I happen to be a very talented amateur magician?
First, I steal all your money. Dude, $1,000? No.
You shouldn't anger a magician, Spyro. I just might decide to turn you into a blue hedgehog or something.
And you'll no longer be popular. You'll have this really weird fan base who'll get upset at you for everything you do. They'll make their own custom creations. It's just a really weird thing. Just trust me about it, Spyro. Trust me. Camera. All right, here we go. Yeah, I've been wanting to get like more. I don't know. I guess maybe because it's my birthday's coming up. I'm thinking like, you know, because basically I have to buy my own gifts because that's how it works when you're an adult. So I was like, thinking like maybe I should get some like Sega Genesis games or something like that. What I was really hoping for was the government stimulus check for us to get another one, because I was going to buy an arcade one-up machine. I'm not sure exactly where I'd put it, but I would get it. I think I can fly back over. Got the X-Men vs. Street Fighter 1 that I really, really want. And that was going to be basically, that was pretty much it. I was going to get Ghost of Tsushima for PlayStation 4. Pardon me. Get the arcade one up and then figure out what to do with the rest of it. And that hasn't gone through, so yeah. So basically I'm just going to be ending up buying a controller, and that's going to be my birthday gift to myself, and the game just glitched. Yay, glitch! I had so many opportunities to fix this game and they didn't, and it makes me so sad. Go up and up and up. Is there anything down here first? Whoa! Every time you go in the water in this game, it's an adventure and a half. Because your controls instantly reverse.
I really think I'm beginning to get the hang.
Okay, so this is just the intro level. Let's get out of this level. Let's go free Mr. Monkey Man first. See what he opens up. Spaceman Spiff. Oh, does that pop and crack everything? Alright, let's see. Well, definitely, if they're not within earshot of me right now, tell them that I said have a good evening, sleep well. Remember to not poop the bed. That's a very important thing. It's part of being an adult and growing up is stop pooping the bed. I know you're getting tired of cleaning it constantly, so...
Look what I have here. It's a life-size Space Monkey action figure. Complete... You've always had a weakness for helping silly little creatures, haven't you, Spyro? Ah, well, I suppose there couldn't be any harm.
Say thank you. Yeah. Yeah. What's Ken's advice? Don't poop the bed. Oh, yeah, that sounds like something he'd say. Yeah. Why do we like this guy? What? He had a gun and he just couldn't shoot his way out.
Say, you ever see a bear dance? No? Well, it's your lucky day. Check this out. Quite the dancer, isn't he? Not much stamina, though. Too bad I had a lot more ammo left. Anyway, I heard all about how you've been fighting the sorceress and her armies.
So was this like a test lab monkey? They just like injected nothing but like hardcore drugs and caffeine?
Overrun by Reignited since I've been captured. If you happen to see the sorceress, tell her I'll be giving her dancing lessons real soon. Know what I mean? You bet. Later.
School starts Tuesday? Holy cow, I didn't realize it was that fast. So, I can't remember. I think they're going, right? I mean, because it's like, for those of you who do not live in Pennsylvania, they have a couple different options. Like, you can go in person, or you can do virtual. Like, with like, I think they have like a webcam set up in the back of the class, so you're kind of participating that way. And then they have one that's like just strictly like online learning, like no class interaction whatsoever. So I think they're both going. I can't remember. Until at least I'm sure that the governor will close the schools after a month or so. You're like, oh, wait a minute, kids do get this. Okay, so both of them wanted to go, and neither wanted to do virtual or online school. I don't really blame them. Although, when I was a kid, I would have been like, heck yeah, I'll stay home from school and do virtual online stuff.
What was that? Did you see a rhino?
I'll turn out to be a weirdo like my homeschooled friends.
Take it from me, Spyro. Never spend a week in a...
No, I want to do because I could have walked all over my mom. It was like, she's like, hey, you need to work on your algebra. I'd be like, you need to make me some brownies. The best brownies ever. Can you make me some, please? And she'd be like, okay. So I would be dumb and wouldn't know my algebra, and I'd be even fatter. So I'm failing to see the problem with this, really.
Agent Nye, my
Please? Yeah. I think we just failed right now for gun safety. First thing he does is like, oh, look, here's somebody friendly. Point my gun at his face.
entire island. Could you stop them before they destroy all my research?
Oh, this is weird. No. Controls. Oh no. No. Maybe it's camera? No, it's... Problem, mom, circulate. Yeah, I would say you would not be the one to... Okay, don't take this the wrong way. In every parent structure, there's the good cop, bad cop dynamic, if you will. In my family, mom was the good cop. Dad was the bad cop. He was the one who's like strict and everything, enforce the rules, all that other stuff. And mom was like, yeah, let's just go and do whatever we want. So, yeah. We'd have been like home top by my mom. And, yeah, it would not have gone too well. And then my dad would just basically be screaming at us again. Because, like, basically his method for teaching was, if you didn't understand it, just repeat it again, but louder and more forceful. Because that's going to make it go through. Yeah, so, you know my feelings for you. You'd be the bad cop. You'd be the rule enforcer. You'd be the head cracker. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, you're impervious. That's terrible. Such a shame. So yes, you'd be bad cop.
Shooting these dummies to get warmed up, but be careful. I think a Rhinoc might be hiding amongst them.
Let's see. Can I cheat you? Oh, the mouse is going to be so much better here. Kind of. Oh, I know I'm not wrong here. I just didn't want you to take it the wrong way, and the next time I see you, put me in a headlock and, you know, turns into a hostage situation. How most of our meetings go. Open! Open! So sorry for the kind of janky controls. I'm actually using the left thumbstick to move around, and then I'm using the mouse to aim, because the directional aiming with the thumbsticks in this level is atrocious. Okay, am I supposed to shoot? Yeah, if I had been paying attention, I might have figured out where I was supposed to go and what I was supposed to do, but... Haha, nope. Let's try this again. This time with using actual skills like listening and retention. So did Noodle's problem get straightened out with the medication and so forth? Oh, I hope the game didn't crash on me. Oh, I didn't, thank goodness. I don't have the skills, what?
What was that? Did you see a Rhinoc? Agent 9, my
People taking the island can stop before starting research.
It'll be just like old times. Try shooting these dummies to get warmed up, but be careful. I think a Rhinoc might be...
Eats before it takes it other way. Okay, good, good. Yeah, because I remember before you were having that problem where he's just... It was like Ipecac.
Number of Rhinocs are waiting to ambush us as soon as I lower this force field. I expect they'll keep coming until you shoot the red panic button next to the door where they emerge.
I'm colorblind. Okay, so apparently I must have glitched before because the game was like, no, you can't do any of this. It's literally a monster closet.
There's another door at the end of this beach, and Rhinocs will keep coming out until you shoot the red panic button. Work your way
Well, Noodles got that.
dodging and using the natural
You got Pepto-Bismol. The rest of the world has Ipecac. Ooh, Salmon Roe. That's another good one for you. Yeah, I love salmon roe. Yeah, one time we went to have sushi, and I ordered some. And Carmen's like, I'll order it too. I'm like, well, let's just give you a little taste to see how it is. And it wasn't like good salmon roe. I've had really good salmon roe before. This was not good salmon roe, but it was still passable. But it's, yeah, I thought I was gonna get puked on right there at that moment. It was like, okay, well, we learned that this is not something for you. But of course, there's like a lot of things that I thought like people eat that I think is kind of gross. And it's like, it turns out to be like most condiments of all things. Like mayonnaise, disgusting. Ketchup and mustard, a lot of mustard. Like yellow mustard, not good. Like, but like if you do Dijon or grain, things like that, those are passable for me. But it's like, ugh. When I was a kid, yeah, you turned like ghost white, like white as a sheet, and I literally thought that I was gonna get puked on. You did not enjoy that at all.
Are hiding behind the display screen. I'll switch on the view pedestal, and you shoot them as they attack. I recommend using your sniper mode.
So I'd love to go back for sushi again. I think that'd be great. You tried it. I mean, it was one of those things like you tried it, and my hat's off to you. because I mean, a lot of people don't even do that stuff. But I mean, you definitely try to, you learn. I mean, that's how you discover if you like something or not. You try it out and go, yeah, I like this, or no, I don't. But yeah, you and I would love to take you out for sushi sometime. Okay, but where am I supposed to be? Oh. Loof balloon. Well, you gotta be up closer. If you come to Pennsylvania, sure, we'll do that. I'll take it for sushi. Although, the last time I was at the sushi place, I was on the worst date ever. And I kind of made a scene. So there was that. I doubt they would remember me, but, yeah, I don't know. Why are the controls backwards for this guy? For me.
Just as I thought, the machine room is overrun with birds. To target the birds in their nests, you'll want to use sniper mode. Then zoom in.
Make sure you murder the babies in front of the mother to traumatize her, to show her where she rules in this place in the world. Exert your dominance over weaker species with your gun of justice. Literally, I am just murdering innocent animals.
Nice work, Agent 9. I'm not sure if this is a bird egg or dragon egg.
Try eating it first and find out. How do you not know what a dragon looks like, dude? Come on. You're the worst scientist ever. One hit kills me? Wow, okay. Going to check on the baby duck and head to bed. Okay. Well, thanks for dropping by, Carmen. I always love seeing you here and hanging out. And, of course, it's also fun to hear by proxy about Noodle and Peanut as well. Just a moment here, writing up a quick message. Hold on a second here. Phone's not cooperating. Alright, here we go. Continue! More bird murder. Wow, okay, so I gotta, like, duck and move. What? Oh, I have, like, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was one-hit kill. Apparently I was close to death before, but... Okay. Hey, what's going on, man? It is a very long time no see. Yeah, it's good to see you. How's my back? A very interesting question. I finally had my back fusion, so I've been feeling a lot better. But recently I've gotten more back pain starting up again, so my surgeon wants to see what's going on. But I can walk again. I'm trying to get back into speedrunning Bayonetta 2 pretty soon, so it's pretty awesome. So my back is doing better overall. It's definitely worth it. Back into this here in just a second. So yeah, my Nintendo Switch has been acting up, so I gotta probably get a new dock. That was the other thing I wanted to use my money for, was to buy a new dock, because it's been glitching, so I need to get that fixed too. But yeah, I wanted to get back to Bayonetta 2 speedrunning. Now my back's healing up, so hopefully get back and maybe get a job next month. Fingers crossed. I would really like to do that, so yep, things are definitely getting better. So hopefully things are doing good with you too. I know things have been pretty crazy this year in general for pretty much everybody on the planet. Hold on here. Sorry, I'm trying to do three things. Stream a game, talk and chat, and write a message to my girl. There we go. Okay, back to the game. Back to innocent bird murder. Okay, about speedrunning, I have a concern. Since Switch is now be modded, you can overclock the machine. It's a rule with the overclocking. Why will I play for the Bayonetta 3 mod when the game is released? Maybe, I really don't know. Well, first off, overclocking your Switch can be done, but it really, for a lot of games, it doesn't do a whole lot. So it's like, even if like you overclock the game, you might not get better results. We'll definitely keep an eye on it, of course. You know, if something doesn't, like, because I know how long it takes to load the game on the different platforms. I know how long it takes to do emulation, how to do the Switch cart and the downloaded version. So if all of a sudden I'm seeing like load times that don't match up, I'm going to ask you questions like, why is your machine loading the level faster than everybody else's, you know? So if that becomes an issue, we'll have to address it if that becomes a thing. But overclocking doesn't really do a whole lot with the Switch, so that's fine. But it's a good question. As for Bayonetta 3 mod, I might, but the thing is, though, for how speedrun.com does the mods, is if you want to be the super mod, like I am right now, kind of, at the moment, for Bayonetta 2, is where you have to submit a run for the game. So you can go... So it's basically whoever submits a run first and gets it approved is automatically the super mod. So it's going to be like this crazy race to see who can get who can get it in first to become the super mod for Bayonetta 3. But the thing is, though, with the game, we still haven't, it's been almost 3 years, we still haven't seen anything about it. So I think we're probably not going to see Bayonetta 3 until 2021, by the end of next year. Frame rate, let's see if be more stable. Yeah, you might be able to get more stable frame rate. And that'd be really nice. I mean, less hammer drop inputs and stuff like that, so that'd be make it even worth it. Like I've been experimenting with the Cemu emulator, which is a Wii U emulator on the PC, and that gets pretty stable results too. I mean, it's getting better and better. So, and we've also been keeping an eye on Switch emulation because that plays Bayonetta 2 as well, but it's still not quite there, for frame rate rise. But yeah, I keep an eye on all that stuff. So if you can get like a better version, like if people started running, I've been thinking about wanting to add an emulator category, but no one's really talked about it. I haven't brought it up with the Discord community or anything, about like, hey, should we add in Wii U emulator? Sorry, trying to multitask here again, because the emulator on Cemu, like the Wii U version, is kind of funny. It pretty closely mimics the Switch version for loading times, but there's certain spots where it's faster than the Switch still. So you could actually get lower times, but we'd have to have their own category. So you'd have Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and then emulator. So it's like, okay, so we have to split things off. Default clock speed 1000 megahertz. You can overclock to 1700, huge boost. Yeah, there's this guy, I'm trying to think of his name, who's actually, he does a lot of mod works for consoles, and he's a programmer, he's done porting work. Let's see. Here we go. He's actually done a lot of that stuff there with like overclocking and testing it out. So he's done it for like trying to like do The Witcher. Like he found like if you really push if you overclock your Switch with like The Witcher 3, you can get a lot better like frames per second. But of course, it's not really built to take a lot of that heat that you're creating on top of it. So you have to be careful, because you can actually kind of destroy your Switch if you push it too hard for too long. So, and even like that's like if you're going full speed. And he found that like a lot of stuff you don't have to even go too much higher. Let's see here. Let me find this video. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this video, if you're able to watch it, give it a good look, because he talks about overclocking the Switch, and like it shows different results, like what you get out of it. Basically, a lot of times you just get better resolution versus frame rate, which is kind of interesting. So you're thinking like, oh, like all these games are going to run amazing like frame rates, and they just get like a resolution bump instead. It's kind of interesting how that works. Certain games will take advantage of it, some of them don't. So, but like I said, I'm keeping my eye on it. So that's a good question though, because I've been, every time the emulator comes out, like for an update for Cemu or gosh, what's the other one? Drawing a blank on. Yuzu, the Switch emulator, I play them just to see how they're looking and running, so that way if someone ever submits a run, I know what to look for. Although it's actually been pretty quiet. I don't think I've had a run submitted in the last month or so. 1 to 2 months.
Calculations, the bombs in this handy vending machine should be highly effective against armor. Give it a shot.
Press the X button to throw bombs. Okay. Okay, so that's just the thing that dispenses it. Okay. Yeah, yes. Yuzu is actually getting up there pretty close. It's getting a lot better. They finally put in multi-core rendering, so you can like actually play games and stuff. Cemu is getting almost perfect. There's only like a couple different places, like the prologue when you're fighting Gamora, where you're climbing up the top. is that like it's way too bright. The game is just like, it looks like the sun exploded. And there's a couple different places where it doesn't render the graphics quite right, like shadows are a little off. But other than that, Simu will run the game. You can play from start to finish, no problem whatsoever. And that game runs pretty close to almost a fully locked 60. So, and that's why I said, like, if people wanted to, I haven't brought it up in the Discord, but if people wanted to start running it, I would definitely be for it too. And we could always add in a possibility for emulation section. Yuzu is getting better. Like I said, it's still, the frame rate's kind of like what Simu used to be about 2 years ago. I think I was getting around 45 frames per second with Yuzu, which is pretty impressive. But Rejinx, I haven't tried that one yet either. So, but yeah, Simu is amazing. It's getting really good. I've been pretty happy with it. For me. Hey, they bounce, okay. Yeah, Simu actually just finally got Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge working, and I'm like, yes, because I love those games.
Now I can resume thinking.
Rowan! Let me exit out of this level real quick. I'll actually show off the problem with Bayonetta on the emulation real fast for you. Let me just save this real quick, because I'm about to end my stream pretty soon anyway. It's getting late at night for me, so... It's getting later at night, and I'm getting tired and hungry. I need to eat, so... Okay, let's quit the game. Quit again. Now you guys will be looking at a blank screen. Hold on, let me fix this for you. Be just a moment. Let's see. Where are you? Simu, turn you on. And put you back. Here we... Nope, wrong one. Dang it. Wrong button. Sorry. Be just a moment. We'll put up the technical difficulty screen. Hit the wrong thing, so now I gotta wait for the computer to go, oh, you're trying to load this thing up. It's like, no, I know, I don't care. Here we go. Let's see. Simu. Here we go. Let's get Bayonetta 2 going. Accidentally clicked on the Elgato screen capture, so it's trying to pull that up and it's just struggling. It's like, please stop. I don't want that. It was an accident. Elgato game capture. Be gone. Cancel. There we go. Okay, so this is Simu running right now. Let's see. I think this is where I have it saved right now. Oops, wrong button. So the thing is with Simu, you also have to get a shader cache built up. So if, you can download them now, but for a while it was like, first time you encounter something you might stutter, but they fixed that, so now you can just keep playing, no problem. Let's see, where was I at on this file? I think this is the Gamora fight. I'm hoping it is. Airline's using Rosa. Why is it not compiling all my shaders? Good lord, what is happening? You can see it stuttering and stuff. It's like, it's basically, it's like rebuilding the shader cache, which is really weird. This is the latest version. This is 1.20.2b as in beta. So this is really not running right. Wow, okay, something's going on here. Let me restart this real fast. This is really bizarre. Like I said, it's like, this is acting like it's never been run. Let me see, I'm gonna check my graphics packs. That's fine. 460 frames per second, yes. I love it. You can also force the 60 frame per second cutscenes, which is kind of cool. Game profile. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so apparently when I updated this, it reset all my stuff, so I was trying to run on one core instead of triple core. All right, here we go. Now this should be running a lot better. Alright, so unfortunately the save file is not where I need it to be, so I'm just going to play through. Let's do that real fast just for fun. Let's see... Where's continue put me? Not the right level, of course. Duh, I'm dumb. Seems kind of quiet. That's fine. Okay, so just for fun, let's bring up, let's just make it easy. Difficulty, I'll just leave it on that here. Who is my character? Bayo, fine, whatever. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not the best game of the series, to be honest. Razor's Edge is not too great. I would recommend Ninja Gaiden Black or 2. But it works now. It plays pretty good. There's only a couple places where I was having slowdown on my computer, but it's pretty good. Holy cow, what is going on? This is... Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Cancel this out here. I have an older version of the emulator. Let me try that instead, because I know that's going to be stable. This is so weird. Do I want to update? No, I do not. I want you to run correctly, please. Okay, so this is 1.19. There we go. Now it's actually compiling shaders and everything you want to see. That's good. Yeah, yeah, so what is it here? Ninja Gaiden Black was for the original Xbox, and sadly it hasn't been ported to anything else. So actually, no, I take that back. I take that back indeed. If you have a PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 3 emulator, that is a thing, Ninja Gaiden Sigma is a port. So actually you can play, if you have a PlayStation 3, a Sony machine, you can play Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, which is Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox again, and then Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. So if you have a Sony machine, like a PlayStation 3, you can actually play all those games. Basically, let's see here, this is almost done now. It's getting there. Like I said, this is the fun of Simu, but, what was I gonna say? So Razor's Edge originally came out on the Wii U as a launch title, and it was an improvement because Ninja Gaiden 3, the original version, was terrible. There's no good way to describe the game. It was terrible. It took away, you didn't have things like dismemberment of body limbs, and you couldn't upgrade your weapons. It was really weird. It was like playing, think of like playing Bayonetta 2, where the game ran slower, and you couldn't get new weapons. You know, it's like, it's the closest example I can think of to use, like how weird of a game it was. Nope, Bayonetta's got a butt that just goes on for days. Alright, so let's see if this is going to work for me now here. We're going to have problems. Hopefully not. Looks like it's running better already. I just want to get through the end of the prologue, please. Yay, okay, this is working better. Good. Okay, so the newest version of Simu, not that good. Yeah, I can still do jump cancels. All right. 60 frames per second. Oh, this is so awesome looking. Because these were programmed for 60 frames per second, but they limited it for whatever reason. Because I guess it was too much of a hardware problem. They do it on the Wii U, same thing for the Switch, so... Here, we'll just blow through. I'm not trying to go for points or anything, it doesn't matter, because I also have like a save state editor too, so I can actually give myself everything, which I've done before, just to test stuff out. Oh, this game looks so much better when it runs 60 frames per second. I really wish Nintendo would actually port this, it'd be nice, to like PC. So as you can see so far, pretty much everything runs just fine. I mean, I'm running at like 58 to 60 frames per second. Because even the Switch doesn't do this perfectly. It still has frame drops. But it's still handling everything quite well. People are gonna tuning in like, why is like Spyro look like this? Let's see, let's do the fast method. Yep. Loving using gun to cancel it, so. Here we go. Okay, so. Oh yeah, the Switch had a much better frame rate than the Wii U. Oh, I am not going to contest that at all. You are dead on right. The Wii U ran anywhere from 40 to 60, and it was usually closer to 40 than anything else. So it's kind of funny, it's like, I've also noticed too, like playing the emulated version of the Wii U version, that they actually changed the Switch. The Switch version is actually easier than the Wii U version, which is crazy to think. They made Baldur a lot easier to deal with. He's not nearly as trolly as he was on the Wii U. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make the game look much better than it does on the Switch already for Bayonetta 3, just because literally the Switch is a cell phone processor, so... I mean, you can't go crazy, like, you know, PlayStation 4 or 5 graphics or PC or anything. You gotta keep it all within its limits. Which basically, this is like almost like a 360. Yeah, the Wii U was pretty much almost like a 360 in the terms of its power. It's like slightly a little bit lesser or about the same. It's been a while since I looked at the stats for that stuff, but... Nintendo's always like, well, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna make things, you know, that don't... They're not gonna look as good, you know, because we can save money this way instead of being current. Which is why developers are like, well, why should we struggle to get our games on your technology that's 10 years old when we have newer, higher-end stuff now we can do whatever we want? Which is why the Wii U kind of flopped, and I don't know why the Switch is suddenly popular, but... Alright, so here's where we're gonna see the big problem with emulation. Is it looks fine right now, but right this next part, you're gonna see how you can instantly tell if the game's being emulated or not, is right here. It is way too bright. So this still has not been fixed. So that's how you can really tell, like, right off if somebody's emulating their run, because this is not right. This is like one of the only time it actually does that right here. And there's also, let's see, chapter select. And the next level too, there's another little small part, know a ton. Character settings, change character, let's do Rosa for fun. Yeah, I'm hoping something. Tokyo Game Show is coming up September 20th through 23rd. Maybe Nintendo will show something. I don't know, but I'm really hoping so. Let's see. Let me update my stream title real fast. CPU messing around. Bayonetta 2. There we go. Just that way people don't think I'm playing Spyro still and go, why is this not working right? This doesn't look right. Alright, don't care. We're just going to skip all the fun stuff. Like right here, even though it's being emulated, it still drops down to like 40 frames per second. This part's still kind of a bigger problem, but like I said, majority emulator runs a lot better. So like right in here, this is like not shading correctly. There's like this weird shadow glitch. You'll see, like, you can see the shadow line, like a fog line right there, kind of moving away from me. So like I said, this game is like, you can play it, but there's still going to be just things that are still not quite right. Oh, I know, I updated my graphics card. That's why things were kind of a little screwy. So that, and also like the arena fight, when you get outside of here, is also another thing that's like a little bit too bright. But it's not nearly as bright as the Gamora fight. But other than that, it works pretty well. I mean, so if you want to, if your computer can play it, and you're able to get everything downloaded, you know, it's a good way to practice. Let me fire up Simu again. We're going to try Ninja Gaiden. See if that's going to run correctly for me. Let me check out the game profile. Triple core, 1000. Okay, so that should be good. And this game just recently became able to be played finally, because I mean, you could play it on a couple of different builds ago, but it was like super graphically glitched out. Ooh, that reminds me, I haven't tried Bayonetta 1 on this yet. That used to be like almost, it was unplayable before. You had like major lighting problems, and it's called vertex explosions, so it looked like you had triangles shooting out of his head in weird directions. It was really bizarre. And it's funny because I'm actually going through and building up my shader cache, but since this game was pretty much unplayable, one doesn't exist so far. Last I've been looking at people like, oh, I have a complete shader cache for this game. It's only 200. I'm like, that's like just getting to the main menu. It's like, that's nothing. Gosh, Zelda Breath of the Wild is like over 12,000. That takes a long time to load. If you haven't played the game in a long time and you load up Breath of the Wild, you'll be looking at this screen like this for at least almost 10 minutes. It just takes forever to load up all the caches, all the shader stuff, because that game is so huge. That, let's see, Mario Kart 8 is like 10,000 for the shader. It's like, oh, Bayonetta is only like 1,200 something, so that loads up pretty quickly. Here we go. All right. Let's pick new game for fun. cool, it gave me that finally. Let's do the new skin. Oh, that's right, I bought it. Okay, I have another one where I just used like all the... I did a glitch to get all the weapons and stuff. There's a very good money glitch which works on this, which is funny because I made a video showing off like, here's how you do the infinite karma glitch so you can buy all your weapons and upgrades and everything like that. And it works on every single version of the game. Works on the Wii U, works on the Xbox 360, works on the PlayStation 3. And people to this day still comment on my YouTube video, hey, cool, does it work on the PlayStation 3 version? I'm like, dude, what did I just say? It works on the emulator, I did it on this. It works on every version. Game's actually running a little slow right now. Interesting. There we go. Of course, I'm also streaming on the same processor, so might be part of it. Yeah, it's running a little slow right now, but I'm streaming off the same computer at 1080p, so... Also, this part here just loads up slow anyway. Let's see, load game. Let's go into a little bit later on where I was on the other file. Here we go. Yeah, so the opening part is a little bit slow, like even like when I wasn't streaming off the same one I'm using right now, the same computer and graphics card, which puts a little bit more of a toll on it. It was still running pretty good. I mean, it just slows down a little bit at the beginning, but other than that, it's going to run great. Yeah, like right now it's running at lock 60. Let's go do that mission trial. Let's see. It's just going to put us in some fights. Oops. Must remember controls again. Ryu, come on, buddy. Work with me, buddy. You can do it. I believe. No. This is just me being terrible. This is not the game. This is me. There it is. Challenge, yes. Oh, it's never one of my streams unless something goes wrong, and like the game crashing right now is amazing. Okay, so at least we know this challenge might crash your computer or crash it. Controller have drift issues. My Switch does not. It doesn't have the drift issues, the Joy-Cons. I don't use the Joy-Cons, so I haven't developed that problem. But yeah, that's fine. The game crashed. Trying to show off like, oh yeah, the game runs perfectly, and crapped out on me. I'm sorry about that. But let's try one more different way here. But no, the Joy-Cons I don't use because I have large American hands, so it doesn't work out for me too well. I use the Pro controller, and the only thing I have to deal with is basically the down button on the D-pad needs to be fixed because that will sometimes read up or left or right or something different, so... Alright, let's go to mission select mode. We'll bypass that. Chapter challenge. Ooh, I actually have all these unlocked. Cool, okay. Let's do... Huh, it's only let me do Sumi or Momiji. Okay, neat. Once again, I'm doing things that I have not checked out by set. Like I have not checked these out yet myself. I've only been playing a little bit through the normal game just to see how it differs. So when I get my PlayStation 3 fixed up, I might actually do a speedrun of this since I learned how to do that before my back operation. and went nowhere. As you see, it's running pretty well. It's running 60 frames right now. Slicing and dicing and murdering a whole bunch of people. It's running pretty well. I mean, it's running 60 frames, so... That's right, there's no on-landing UTs. I've been streaming Ninja Gaiden 2 in my off days from doing Spyro, so... a little bit different mechanics. Oh, come on, get off me. Not cool, dude. A little slowdown there, dropped to around 46. Yeah, I mean, if you want a good action game, look this one up. I mean, by all means. If you need help setting up the emulator, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you with that too. Yeah, so it runs pretty well. Oh yeah, I forgot about the breast physics in this game. Yeah, breasts don't move like that. Let me just tell you right now. That's not how they work. It's alright to mix eventually ending my stream too, but thanks for hanging out, and of course, thanks for the subscription again, you crazy, crazy man. So, for now... thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it. Of course, shoutouts to Nimix with the 22-month subscription. The crazy man he is. Appreciate it. Eris also dropping by. And then we had Evil Agent Carmen. And Peanut and Noodle as well. And anybody else lurking, you guys are always cool. Thank you so much for dropping by and having fun. Let's see. Today is Thursday. So I'm looking to possibly stream on Saturday the 22nd. I stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just copy and paste that into Google, and it will tell you for wherever you are located in the world what time that is. Also, check me out on Twitter at Worsel555, so that way, if anything comes up, if I need to cancel my stream, or whatever, you know, if something comes up my back, or health-related, or, you know, have a date or something, you'll know there. So I'm thinking next stream will probably be, you know, like I said, the 22nd, and probably go back to more Ninja Gaiden 2. So we'll keep playing through that. My plans for that are to keep doing the wheel of weapons, where I basically spin for a random weapon every 20 minutes, which makes it quite interesting and hilarious sometimes with what I have to put up with. But eventually what I want to do is work my way up to doing Master Ninja on Ninja Gaiden 2. I've never been able to do that. So when I'm done with the wheel, you know, the weapons, the random weapon stuff, we'll try to work our way up harder. Actually, I might even do that, just might even start over again, which would be crazy. But that's the plan, is to do that. And basically work my way up to the hardest difficulty, because that game is not easy whatsoever. But I'll figure out the details, of course. Maybe even we'll try to do something different. I don't know. But I'll definitely post it up on my Twitter when I do figure it out. Let's see what's going on right now. Looks like... ooh, Lord BBH is doing stuff right now, so let's host him. He's doing Fightcade. So we're gonna give him a host for fun. Alright, so hopefully see you guys on Saturday. Have a good one.